Semen retention. Semen retention is basically a practice to prevent or conserve semen in the body and not to ejaculate it unnecessarily by doing masturbation or any other unnatural activities. Semen retention is somewhat same as no pap, but there is a little bit difference in both the things. There are many videos on semen retention, but people only tell the basic thing, only the fundamental thing we can say that they tell you what is semen retention. But the main aim, the main thing that why we do semen retention or no pap and how we get the benefit from all these, many few people tell this. So today we are going to know the actual reason about semen retention and how we can get the benefits of semen retention. So today we are going to know about these. So let's start the video. Semen retention is basically done to prevent the semen in the body, but semen is like a running water which keeps on flowing. In whatever direction you give, it will flow in that direction. We can just think it like a dam. A dam is like we are doing semen retention, but a dam has a certain limit to prevent it. If it overgoes, if your lustful thoughts overcome you, then it will only hamper you. So within your proper time, you have to transform that energy which you are holding. Just like the dam holds water and transforms electricity, you have to transform your semen into a better way. You have to uplift that energy which is running down. So today we are going to know the steps by which you can do semen retention and get all the benefits from your life, because this is the creative energy. It is the fundamental thing due to which we are alive. So this energy is very important. So if you transform this energy, all the aspects of life will be open to you. You will achieve great success in your life, and all the lustful thoughts, all the negative thoughts will be gone forever. So I'm going to tell you, you have to practice this at least for 1 month, and after 1 month come back and comment and tell your experience regarding the steps. So how to do skull transmutation. First step is you have to do is sit in a meditative state with your spine straight, and first step is you have to do the Mool Bandh. In Mool Bandh you have to basically squeeze the anus and uplift oxygen upwards by squeezing the anus and then taking the oxygen upward as much as you can do. Do this at least for 5-10 times, which will hardly take 5 to 10 minutes. Do it every day and you will see that there is a control in you regarding your lustful thoughts. So do it properly. Second step is Virbhadrasana. You can see the picture regarding Virbhadrasana, how you have to do this. 2 types, you can do both the steps regarding Virbhadrasana. Third one is focus on your breathing. If you do meditation, then you should focus on your breathing, and because these kinds of meditation makes your mind focused, it increases your ability to focus on things, and once your ability to focusing on things increases, then you are able to do the things which are required to be done. Remember one thing, where focus goes, energy flows. So wherever you will give the focus or attention, your energy will start flowing in that way. Fourth one is give time to your creative work so that you can utilize your creative energy properly and transform it in that way, because this is the creative energy. It's like it helps in creating the birth of a child. So you can understand how great this energy is. Fifth one is Shirsasana, stand upside down. Do it not more than 1 minute or 2 minutes if you are a beginner. Gradually increase the step. Then last one is I just want you to say, don't think about unusual things all the time. You have so many work to do in your life. Give your time to things which requires your time, which have to be done. Remember your childhood. When you were a child, you don't have such negative thoughts in your mind. You don't have to do such things because your mind was pure. You don't think about such things in your life. So keep yourself busy. Don't think about such things. Give your valuable time to such things which will give a good output in your life. These are just hormone games played by the hormones. Once you hit your teenage, these things will happen. It's normal. But if you will not transform this energy, it will just flow downwards and destroy your life. I know you have heard about Swami Vivekananda. He transformed this energy into ojas by uplifting it, and you know how great that person is. So it's all up to you. If you wish, you can do all the 5 to 6 steps I just told you. Namaste.